podcast. Big up the man then. We got Damien, Big Ann, and the Duchess herself, Senna. Of course, the roster for today. Do you know what? First and foremost, Liverpool fans, well done.
Innit?
Me? No, do you know what?
Innit?
Do you know what it is? I was impressed. Did you get me? The youngsters did their thing. Chelsea are wet.
Klopp's kids.
Chelsea are wet for that.
What was it that was going around? Kindergarten Klopp.
I quite like that one. That one's quite nice.
That one was quite
I quite like that. She should have said that though, because I'm gonna be.
To be fair, right? Let's. Chelsea's pretty much had kids as well.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but they've played. What the whole point is that their kids have been playing for a lot longer.
Months longer. Not even.
No, but you see, Connor Bradley has made 9 first-team appearances.
Yeah, there was. I was thinking.
Yeah, but was he not on loan at a different?
Yeah. So, but all right. So, Jarrell Quansah, come on. Mm-hmm. He's played 21 games in a senior career. Mm-hmm. Last year he was last year he was at Bristol City under Joe Barton.
So I think
nonetheless,
out of all the young kids that came on, it was an average of like 20 games between all of them.
How many of them was there? 3 of them? 3 or 4?
What?
Of your kids that you got on?
No,
so 4 come on. 4 you. Bobby Clark come on. Bradley started.
What's his name? Dan's came on.
James McConnell come on, who looks like he looks like he's going to be a promising youngster for us. Mm-hmm. Who else? There was another one that come on, but for the life of me, can't think of it. Oh, Quansah. Quansah was the other youngster that come on.
So about 5.
So 5 come on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So
that's a lot.
Not including the ones that had already
that's half the team.
started.
Yeah, that's half. That's
a lot.
What I will address is Liverpool fans as a Liverpool fan, we can no longer regard Kovim Kelleher as a kid.
Okay, well, how old is Kelleher?
25.
Okay, but do you know what? In terms of
a goalkeeper, he's young.
Yeah. He's a kid.
I get it. But
At that level.
No, in terms of his age, because
because goalkeepers will play a big part. But he's not a kid.
Do you know what it is?
That is not.
Kelleher didn't concede, so I'm not gonna lie. Just like quickly before we actually go into the crux of the episode, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he had a great game, but a lot of the shots were at him. You know.
That's what I was saying.
Do you know the one I was impressed with, and Carragher touched on it in the game. It was the one-on-one with Conor Gallagher, where he took the touch. He took the touch, and he didn't even expect Kelleher to be there. And the only keeper that I know in the Prem that would be there that quickly is Alisson.
Yeah.
And that obviously, not to say that he's as good as Alisson. That comes from watching.
Well, I'm sure
that comes from watching. No, but that comes from watching one of the best keepers in world football.
Let's actually talk about the thing in hand. This waste man, Gary Neville. Sorry, I can't stand him.
Dude, you know what? I don't like him, but do you know after that comment?
Yeah.
Big man, Gary Neville. Because that comment was. So, I'm about it.
Was it £1 billion blue Bottlejobs? Is that what it was? Or blue £1 billion Bottlejobs?
Blue £1 billion Bottlejobs. And no matter what way you say it, it's embarrassing.
I swear he wrote that down, though. He wrote that down.
Do you know, I don't even think it was him. If I'm honest, I think Peter Drury wrote that down and said, Gary, you got to say that. That's a bit of poetry. I'm going to give you a worldie of a line.
Peter Drury comes up with the greatest.
Because that was like full on poetry in motion when he said it. The fact that he led with Klopp's kids and then straight into it, Peter Drury definitely wrote that down. But respect Gary Neville still. He had the minerals to say it.
It's the only good thing he's ever said.
Whilst being an advocate for United. But anyway, whatever. Let's talk about the Bottlejobs then.
Yeah.
£1 billion Bottlejobs, Chelsea. What next?
Relegation. I'm joking. Well, at this rate.
For me, like, what? Alright, firstly, is Poch the man for the job? Let me ask you. Spurs fan, former Spurs manager. Is Poch the man for the job?
I think Poch is still a good manager and he can take Chelsea places. It all depends on what Chelsea. Chelsea don't look like they're signing players to improve their team, if you know what I mean. It's more about selling players, buying players which they feel like they can sell for more in the future.
Okay. And
I feel that's their model. They're looking at buy and resell. It's like they're buying trainers. You buy traders now for a good price, and in a couple of years' time, we can resell them and make some money.
So you're saying that the players are coming like StockX?
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you look at players like the young players, I believe they have a cap of about 26 years old, which they're not spending.
It's actually lower. So our team was actually older than Chelsea's.
I know, I'm not talking about your team. Sorry.
No, but I know your point here. They're younger than 26.
I know, but what? I know. I'm talking about the policy. I'm talking about they have a cap on how old the player coming in can be.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I hear it.
So for me, is that
we're just letting it play out.
No, because she's been getting at me on Tottenham, so I had to get her a little bit back.
Okay, cool.
But I was just correcting the fact that their squad was actually younger. So everyone, the media spread it that our team was younger, but it's not. Chelsea's was younger.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah, fair.
I apologize. Sorry if I hurt your feelings.
You didn't.
Okay, carry on.
So for me, is that are they actually going to the transfer market to improve the team? And the answer is no. So moving forward, if you have to keep Poch, you know, he's a good coach of young players. You've seen that with Tottenham. We've seen that at Southampton. They're not gonna back him. That's for sure. So it's up in the air.
What do you mean?
They're not gonna back him because
In terms of like the transfer window,
of course,
I'm hearing that they're linked to Osman and all that.
they could be linked to.
Are they being
whoever.
linked? Are they being linked to Osman just as Damien said because he's young? Are they just buying young players knowing that? Because let's be fair, the next man on the chopping block at Chelsea for sale, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Conor Gallagher. Because what he's going to do is make him sole profit. He's an academy player.
And that's
Get him out the door.
exactly what it is.
You can get 50 mil straight in, boff. Levi Colwell, same thing. They're all academy.
Colwell might stay.
Colwell's going to stay,
Thiago
but I'm just
Silva's
to the
retiring soon,
the
so-
principle of it is bring in young players, sell them on in 2-3 years time.
Dortmund model sort of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, but when do you end up playing good football?
it's Chelsea. They've never played good football.
Right.
They did at
That's
one
true.
point.
No, because even under Mourinho, let's be fair, they played shithousery, pardon my French,
Yeah,
but
they do.
Speaking of Mourinho,
back to Chelsea.
a lot of them want him back.
Yeah, but they're feeble.
Yeah.
That is nostalgia. So basically,
That's not nostalgia. That's just out and out
He
stupidness.
won them things.
Not the second time he did
He
it.
won them trophies.
No, the first time he had a good team. The second time he upset one of the best players we've seen in the Premier League.
So matter too.
He sold. Yeah. He the second time out. Let's be fair. Jose Mourinho is a lost cause.
He's still won them trophies, though. He's done more than any other manager
To
that's been
bring
there.
him back, and notoriously, he shits the bed with youngsters.
100%.
I was going to say that.
100%. He
where-
shits the bed with youngsters.
What do you think he was? I can see the confidence now. Well, I've told Mikel Mudryk that he needs to.
Does he not know who I am? I'm the special one.
He's got no IQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Can I apologise to every Portuguese person for that accent? Because that
He's got the French on the mind today, innit? This one over here, he's got the French. He's missing young Arsene.
Alright, give me your Mourinho then. Go on, give me your Mourinho.
Oh, this is interesting. Come on, for the views.
Do you want me to expose you?
Oh,
Do we bring out the Gerrard story now?
No, Kels, personal what you're saying is that if Mourinho comes in, they're basically going to sell about 12 to 18 players. If Mourinho has his way.
I'll be real.
If Mourinho has his way, yeah, I agree. I think the clear outs.
The only guy that stays is Sterling.
Yeah. next thing you know, Nemanja Matic has got a contract back.
bro.
Madness.
You know who's getting a new 3-year contract? Thiago Silva.
Yeah. Thiago.
Chris Smalling.
Let me try again. Respect. Thiago Silva.
I don't know what that
Thiago
was.
Silva, he's a Champions League winner. He's won everything. He's going to
Next thing you know,
build a team around.
Mike Smalling's out here playing in the blue top.
That's what I know about.
I know, but that's what we call him now, isn't it? Oh, Mike.
But Chelsea as a whole, like their club's, like
It's
their
rotten. It's
squad
rotten.
is huge. They need to make cuts anyway.
Yeah, but the club, they've got a. They're not in a worse place than United, but the club itself is rotten.
I disagree with you.
They bring it, bruh. Did you see the way Poch walked past Bowley at Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Have you looked where Bowley goes to put his hand out and Poch just...
Oh, but it depends what angle you watch that.
Yeah,
'cause
it
does
could
look
be.
like
It
he
could be
did.
done from both ways.
It does look like
But
he shook his hand.
Poch is.
We say he's on borrowed time.
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I feel like when you watch a lot of
Sorry, go on.
interviews from Chelsea TV, a lot of the players were the fans were livid, obviously, straight after the game. So they were like, want him out, he's done nothing for us. He spent all this money, we can't see what he's doing. It's another season without trophies. They've already called their season. They're not even trying to
The other thing to touch on what was mad, we were on the ropes and a man brought on Trevor Chalobah. Let's just all clear this up. Yeah, Liverpool were on the ropes, and if it weren't for the fans realising that our youngsters needed a bit of pick-me-uppy music and a bit of singing, and that's what got us through that first bit of extra. He brought on Trevor Chalobah.
I have to say, Poch's substitutions were questionable.
Yeah, they were.
Especially
It
if
was
you were
mad.
Thinking, and I think he said it at the end of the
He
at the
played
end of the
for
game that
penalties.
He was looking for penalties.
Yeah, he played for penalties.
And then he's taken off your most experienced players who would have done penalty practice.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
He played for penalties.
That's your one, that innit?
Yeah,
He
I
played
know,
for penalties
Gallagher
because-
was fatigued and stuff like that. But like when you took off Chilwell, I was like, bro, who's taking your penalties?
Yeah.
I mean, I was questioning our choices. We didn't have a lot of backups, and I was like, how confident are these boys going to be
Cloven
taking
Keller would have
penalties?
scored
But-
though, so it's all right. But again, the reason he went for penalties is because he trusts that goalkeeper in a penalty shootout implicitly because his record. Have you seen that keeper's record in penalties?
Petrovic?
Yeah, have you seen it?
No.
You know, he's like face 12 and save 12.
Oh,
Like,
you're joking.
No, he's up there as like one of the highest saves. That's why I remember seeing it because they got him from MLS, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, his record in the MLS for saving penalties was nuts. He's like one of the best readers of a penalty.
That's the gold dust right there, you know.
But again, it would not work because Cloven Keller, he's done too. He's just a boss, isn't it?
But
Luck of the Irish.
A question, obviously, a lot of people are talking is that a lot of people are not asking is that can Chelsea actually afford to sack Poch?
I was going to say FFP. It's long still.
Because it's not going to be a 50 million.
But then the difference is
payout.
though, the difference is they're in a position where they will just sell players, and it won't be an issue. Like I said, if they sell youth for players, if they sell some youth academy players,
Which
that
they've
whole
been
thing,
doing.
that whole thing goes away.
Did you sack Poch?
it's the whole.
Who's in the run-up?
Well, hopefully not Alonso. Fingers crossed.
No, I don't think.
Let me tell you for free.
If that happens,
Sorry to cut you.
Go on, no, go on.
I openly admit
You can express
you don't need
my
to.
deeper feelings
No,
towards
you don't
Mourinho.
need to. Let me hold on. Let me land. If Xabi Alonso's managing Chelsea next year, I'm never coming back. All right,
I'm jumping off the nearest bridge.
Bro.
right. So there we go. You're losing 2 members.
Let me tell you something.
No, but he can come. He's a Real Madrid legend. You know, he can come
He's
to
also
Chelsea.
a Liverpool fan through and through.
Okay.
I said, yeah.
Yeah,
I said
yeah,
Real Madrid
He might
legend.
stay at Leverkusen. We don't know.
I'd rather
Why
that
look at me
than
like a
go to
poor
Stamford
Frenchie?
Bridge.
So is Luka Modric.
Yeah. What?
Well, no, actually, he weren't really a Tottenham player, really.
He's a
No, but
a legend
my
of Real
principle
Madrid.
is what's him got to be doing a Real Madrid legend got to do with him going to Chelsea?
Because Real Madrid is the greatest club in the world.
Nah,
And once you have that kind of portfolio, you know you go anywhere and you have that on your back, you know? Go to
yeah,
Chelsea
but
as a
why
Real
would you
Madrid
ruin your
legend.
career and go Chelsea?
Very true. No, I agree on that one. There's
And
no-
it is
no
a young manager, especially a young up and coming manager, does not want that job.
Nah, he doesn't.
Okay.
They don't want it.
You need someone
Look,
super
you need
experienced to
again.
take over.
Okay, so who?
Unfortunately, it's Mourinho.
It's Jose.
Unfortunately, it's Jose, but it's
Do you
just
reckon
a
he'll come
mental.
back for a third time?
No, because
Yes.
well, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's got the ability to do it.
Listen.
But I think it's
After slating Man United for years,
Yeah.
man came back and said, "I've got unfinished business at
do I
United."
think.
Yeah, but he even not a dig at Tottenham, but didn't he do that the other day as well? They asked him a question about like can Tottenham ever win the league, and he just laughed in their
laughed
faces
it off.
and walked off.
And then he talked up. Yeah,
but
you're
didn't
right.
wasn't he manager at Spurs? So
Yeah.
it's like he's gone
So
to them to make all these
he-
other clubs worse, but he's still got this love for Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea will be
And
Chelsea
now
will be
Roman
that club
Abramovich
for
ain't
him.
there anymore, and we all know
Chelsea
he
will
has
be that
secret
club.
beef with Roman.
Chelsea will be that club for him. It
Well,
will
you
be
know, you
that.
had the
I
inside
know,
scoop.
inside story,
Yeah, the
but
inside
that's
scoop.
story time for another day.
But yeah.
I reckon he could. You know, he's got the balls to do it.
He's
Come
got
back for a
he's got
third
the
time.
balls to do it. Would he have any idea what to do with that amount of youngsters?
All right. So
I don't think
let's
so.
say theoretically. Let's theoretically. We'll close this off. Let's say theoretically. Mourinho comes to Chelsea. Who is he keeping?
Palmer.
Who's he keeping? All right, Cole Palmer. We agree Cole Palmer?
Yeah. Christopher Nkunku.
He keeps Nkunku?
He keeps
Yeah.
Nkunku.
You have
Even though
to.
he's shit in the bed right now?
No, because I think he's. Do you know what it is? I
he's
think
out for a month as well.
I think a lot of his injury to a degree has been the fact that a lot of pressure has been put on him.
So he's saying he's faking it?
So I think his injuries might be the case of him feeling it, where the rest of the team, because he shouldn't be the most experienced. He shouldn't be the one feeling it. You got Sterling there. You got people that should be picking up performances, and none of them are.
Sterling.
None of them are picking up. Like I said the other week when we done the best young player of the season, Cole Palmer has been their everything.
Yeah.
He's been their everything.
It's mad.
In the cup final, everything went through him. Everything.
God help him when he gets
But
injured.
you know what? Special shout out.
Fingers crossed that don't happen, because we don't wish down people.
Gusto actually had a good.
I quite like him.
Yeah.
I quite like Gusto.
Decent game. So
I think if Mourinho comes in,
then he's gone.
he goes, Thiago Silva, I beg you do me one more year. I promise you. He goes,
Exactly. It's like, no eye contact, bro.
please,
Just one more year. Just one more year.
He begs him. He says, all right, you know what? I can fuck with Cole. You get me? Chilwell's like a senior player. He keeps Chilwell.
I think he
Palmer.
goes. I think Chilwell
I think
goes.
Reece James gets the sack. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
He's like,
100%.
I can't be bothered. I can't be
When is he
bothered.
not?
Moisey Caicedo gets dropped off at the nearest
You
big
might
issue
say
stand
that.
for
You
a
might say
fun.
that. I don't agree.
I don't agree.
He loves a shithousery player.
Yeah,
and
but
Zealo's got
I
in him.
get
He
it.
does.
So I mentioned this one's
Even
going to come
Enzo
back.
as well, he would
This
love
one's going to
Enzo.
come bite me on the arse, innit? Because
Maybe.
So-
maybe.
I was talking to someone about this, and they said to me, "What was the one thing that Caicedo? Why was Caicedo going to be good for Liverpool, and why is he not being good for Chelsea?" And some people might not agree with it, but I can't unsee it. Is he not just Gini Wijnaldum?
No.
No, I hear it. Work ability wise, Ginny weren't an out and out baller. He was an engine. And to be fair to Caicedo, he's an engine.
No.
I just think
No, Caicedo's an engine.
In third win, he
Yeah,
beats
but
him.
Ginny for the first 2 years at Liverpool, he weren't an attacking threat.
I hear you, but he backfired for Newcastle in a game.
True.
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my head.
No, I hear it. But to eradicate it, I personally
disagree with
think
that.
if Caicedo come to Liverpool, he was never going to come in and play as the DM.
You sure?
I don't personally think he was ever coming in for the DM role.
Okay.
I think he was going to play as an 8.
Okay.
And he was
can
going to be
see
a
that.
box to box.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what we was after a DM. But I wouldn't have been surprised if Wataru Endo was turning up at Liverpool from the get go.
Yeah.
Because
I don't feel like-
that scout, whoever's gone out and found my man, we was told there was no bargains.
How old is Endo?
30.
He's 30.
I wouldn't call that scout.
No, it is because 16 million for a player that's gonna probably give you 2-3 years in modern day is pennies. He's pennies.
Don't get twisted.
And let's just be fair, he's won more silverware than Harry Kane,
Anyway,
That's fine.
and the rest of his squad
I don't-
almost.
That's fine. Everyone will remember Endo's name because he won the Carling Cup.
He's gonna win the Premier League too. Don't worry about it.
We actually wanted Caicedo because Jurgen never talks about who he
No,
wants.
yeah, Lavia was.
Someone leaked that story so that he could do what he wanted to do in secret.
Lavia was the
Because
one.
Wasn't United after McAllister?
I don't know, but a lot of people were after McAllister.
Yeah, so Liverpool always buy those players. You don't really know they're going to swoop in until the very last minute.
Chelsea,
so
yeah.
the whole thing with Caicedo and Lavia, I was like, this isn't Jurgen's style. He don't talk about them things.
Yeah, and that's why. Anyway, I'm going to allow him on this one. But he went Caicedo, and they ditched him like
See,
a bad beat. Ditches a guy.
I think the only reason
I think it was the other way. I think they wanted Lavia more than they did Caicedo, and they tried to ruffle feathers and went, well, you lot have been pushing for Caicedo all season, all transfer window. We'll go in and hopefully we can then, but Chelsea went, nah, do you know what?
We'll take
We're
both.
just going to take both. And then worst comes to worst, we're going to go take Brighton's replacement too.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to do.
I totally think that's what it was.
I genuinely think that's what happened.
With you get either
You get in one of them, but the fact that they went in and went, right, do you know what? We're going to screw Brighton over by take their replacement. We're going to
100
take
million.
my man and then take this guy. They said, yeah, we're
100
just going to.
million.
And then lost the Carling Cup.
Well,
It's a mad thing.
100 million.
Actually, mad thing.
yeah, it's.
They definitely
But going back to Chelsea, they're just in a bad place. They are just in a really, really bad place.
How long does it take for them to come back to the Chelsea that we've known over the recent years?
Another 3 years.
I think that's gone.
Do you know that rebuild's up there?
Wait. Expand on that.
Okay, we've all been watching football for at least 15 years.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Chelsea like this? Never.
Yeah, the days of
I'm answering the question for you. You
Good Johnson
never.
and that.
You've
Gianfranco.
never.
Johnson.
They still had Lamps in the midfield. They still had Terry. They still had Duff.
Carlo
they still
Cudicini.
had Cudicini. Okay, they had
Makelele.
They had the Kraken. What's the Kraken name? Was it Mewtwo?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. He wasn't a cracker though. He was a coke. He was a cokehead. There's a slight difference. There's a slight difference. But yeah, correct.
Like after that, then
What was he? Romanian.
You had Essien, you had
After that, you
Drogba,
had Essien, you had
Kalou.
Robin. Bruv, they always
Robin,
had
Shevchenko.
man them
No,
at Chelsea.
this was before that. But that was the Abramovich era. Before
Before the Abramovich era, they had
Lesseau and the man them.
Yeah, but we're talking about that's 2004.
Graham Lesseau.
That's why I say but let's go back 15 years.
all right, yeah. So even then,
Zola and them man.
man,
Yeah,
like,
but that's before that.
yeah, that was that
but
Ranieri?
That's when they you remember they
was Ranieri, wasn't it?
Was it 03? Then you had 03, 04. I think they finished second.
Do you know-
that behind Arsenal? And the next year in 05 they won it.
Do you know the
before
maddest thing about
they were trash.
Yeah.
The maddest thing, I don't actually remember the team, but I remember that nasty yellow and blue kit they wore. Do you remember it? It was vile, that kit. And it had like the CFC in the middle of the chest. It was vile. That kit was horrendous.
Was it the yellow in the middle?
Yeah.
Seeing Gianfranco Zola and Vialli run around in that was a crime. These men are out here.
Every day and I
These,
got to look at it.
these men are out here wearing the best in Italy. And
Good Johnson and them man.
oh,
Nah,
So what are you saying? It's long for Chelsea.
No, honestly.
Yeah, I think
the reason I went back in the past 15 years because we've never seen Chelsea in that position, and Chelsea are not in that position because they've sold their best players and they chose to be in this position.
yeah, to be fair,
This is
Vladimir
their
Putin
decision.
fucked them up though, didn't he? Like, he didn't help the situation.
Regardless, but as a football club,
The sanctions, like proper screwed Chelsea though.
I don't
in that
believe so.
regard.
It did.
It did
I don't
because
believe-
it meant that for a year they were just stuck.
Listen, I've seen
work with what you've got, like everyone else
I've seen
does.
Chelsea go on
Yeah,
the
but that's
transfer
never been
ban.
their model. It's never been their
If
model.
you're being told you can't have no money, you can't do everything's frozen, you can't have a sponsor,
Yeah.
you've got to pay for your own flights because everything's been blocked, and you've got a squad depth of however big their squad is.
Then
you're telling me they can't work
yeah,
with what
no,
they got
but
to
the
win
other side of it,
games?
the other side of it is
Everyone else can.
The other side of it as well is the other thing that stitched them was FIFA implemented, what was it, 3 years ago now, where they implemented you can only send 7 players out on loan to foreign clubs.
Okay, cry
Do
me
you
a
know-
river.
do you-
Everyone else has to do it.
But Chelsea. No, but I agree. But Chelsea for years were sending out like 20, 30 players out on loan
their
to
model.
these clubs,
I'm pretty certain
and that
Man
is their.
City did it too.
No, not on a scale. Chelsea was on a scale that I've never seen. Do you remember Vetis Arnhem?
That's fine.
Yeah, Lucas Piazza. I know them.
They had
Mason
all
Mount.
of them.
Bench to go against your argument, right? How much is Chelsea spend in the past 3 years? Over $1 billion.
It's disgusting.
Oh, it's been within like 3 transfer windows, isn't it? Like,
I'll give you half that money and you get me a better squad than what Chelsea has. Agree? Agreed.
Look at how much, like,
So-
sorry to cut you, in comparison to like what Chelsea have spent, what City have spent, what Arteta has spent, what Jurgen has spent, Chelsea literally have nothing. At least everyone else has won something.
Do you know what's crazy about it as well? Hey, what are you saying? If you were to go and buy any of Chelsea's players right now, really and truly, give me 3 players that you would take and put in your team.
Cole Palmer. If I could. No, do you know, actually, that's unfair. I'd take Gusto.
Okay.
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
After the shocking performance he had on Sunday.
He weren't.
5 times he got the ball and put it out of play.
Yeah, but
Even his own fans
no,
were like,
I get it. But
every time
in
he got the
fairness,
ball. Nah.
when Diaz run him into the box, he come out on top every time. Every time.
We need to talk about Diaz on one episode, but anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry?
You heard what I said? Fraud. But anyway,
That's unfair. But it's unfair.
You're calling Diaz a fraud?
It's unfair. It's unfair based on. Are you basing that on?
wait.
All right, let's come back to that. Yeah, let's come back to that. That's the next week. That's the next week, people. That's the next week.
Bro, you can't say who shot the sheriff and then leave it like that. Like, we need to know who shot the sheriff.
No, hold on. Let me go to my three.
Go on, sorry.
Cole Palmer. I take Gusto and Levi Colwell.
Okay,
that'd
cool.
be my three.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my friend. And I think, to be honest, that would be most.
Yeah, me.
What would yours?
I wouldn't take Gusto. I'd take the keeper.
Petrovic, okay.
Nah, because I
But you
think.
got Keller and Allison.
But yeah,
Yeah, but Allison will retire, and then we'll need a number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but that guy's not playing number 2. He's once it's weird. Keepers are weird. Once they've tasted consistent first team football, they don't drop back.
You say you're not taking Nico Jackson.
Well, I've got Darwin Núñez. That's one heart attack too many, bro. That to have the pair of them up
She
front.
does not like this comment. She does not like
No,
it.
listen,
He's a
I
Liverpool fan. I'm
love
gonna
Darwin.
come out quiet.
I love Darwin. But to put them two in a team together,
I hear it.
that would be like Robin Hood shooting arrows with a blindfold on, just so we're aware.
Yeah, I hear it.
Anyone in the crowd, stay well away. There'd be no fans behind the goal.
Yeah, 100%.
No fans.
Put that Chelsea fan, that girl who thinks she knows shit behind the goal. And
I
let
already know who
Darwin
she's
beat
on.
her.
I already know who she's on about. People know. Yeah.
The big boobs. The tiny girl with the big boobs.
The blonde girl. I don't even want to say her name,
I ain't
but
giving her airtime, but put her
the
behind
blonde girl.
The blonde girl.
Okay, I don't know who we're talking about. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we won't give her because she just gets she gets everywhere. She gets everywhere and it's annoying.
There's only one I know about.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
gets
gonna go-
everywhere and she's
gonna go
annoying.
for herself.
Okay, so what we'll be
That would be
saying?
nice.
Yeah, so for me, Gusto.
Palmer.
Yeah, Cole
For
Palmer,
me, Cole Palmer's the
Gusto.
only one, and maybe Enzo, but
We don't take Levi Colwell. Young centre back.
Saliba.
I would literally take,
Yeah, Gabriel.
if it's called Tottenham,
Wow, fair.
Oh my god.
The whole team. And he brings Poch back.
to lose another cup final, there's no point. There's no point. I'm used to this.
Win anything.
I'm used to this. Aside from the back, I'll take Gusto as right back.
over Poro.
Not over Porro.
Okay,
He's-
so no Gusto. Carry on. Sorry.
What, right into the first team?
Yeah, right into the first team. Right into the first team.
Oh, so I'm just going to quickly clear something up.
1 minute, 1 minute.
I only take Gusto if Trent moves into midfield.
Okay, cool.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't take
So I'll take
Gusto.
Nkunku. I would take Cole Palmer above Kulusevski.
Right.
And that's it, you know.
Okay.
No, bro, I'm happy with my squad. I don't need these Chelsea
not one
rejects,
Chelsea
bro.
player.
No.
Alright, cool.
Palmer.
Alright, cool. Say no
Yeah,
more.
there's no-
That's the level. That's the level, and that's
Yeah.
why. That's
Yeah, but
why
it's
that's the
mad.
point made.
What makes it worse is that level come from City.
Well, feeding families.
Just like Sancho.
Off camera strays. I think we stop there. Oh, dear.
We'll leave that there.
Right.
Chelsea fans, let me know how you're feeling.
Sorry,
Better.
sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, definitely not sorry.
You guys done it to yourselves.
Bro.